In this video, I'll show you how to add custom code to the head area of your Joomla site. Hey there, Joomla fans. Tim Davis here. I'm a Joomla fan too. Thanks for tuning in to Maintenance Monday number 105. Let me change my camera a little bit here on the Basic Joomla Tutorials YouTube channel. Thank you for your support of this channel, and let's get right to the topic, and then later on we will discuss some other things and hang out as we usually do. And happy Labor Day to everybody who's watching this live or watching this on Labor Day 2019. Maybe you're watching it 2020. Anyways, all right, let's switch over. All right, I guess today I get to pick, actually today's September 2nd, a new winner for the monthly giveaway. I'm going to do that. Remember, all you have to do is sign up for the newsletter, and you go to basicjoomla.com/giveaways, and you will be automatically added in each month's giveaway, as long as you're subscribed and active. All right, so today's topic. I saw yesterday in a forum someone was asking how to add some tag from an ad service that they wanted to run ads on their sites for, and they had some code that they had to add to the header area of their Joomla site, and they're asking how to do that. So I thought that'd be a great little topic to do today. There's lots of different ways to do it depending on which templates you use, so I'm just going to show you how to do it in the Protostar, which comes with Joomla, and then later on we'll maybe talk about some other ways in other systems. So I am logged into the back end of this little site here that I've set up for doing some tutorials. And what you want to do is go to Extensions, Templates, and then to Templates. You may be used to going to Templates for selecting templates and assigning them in different ways, but here we want to go actually look at the files of the templates. So Extensions, Templates, and Templates. And because we're doing Protostar, we're going to go down to Protostar Details and Files. And then what we're going to do, just in this root folder for Protostar, we're going to look for the file index.php. Yours maybe is going to look a bit different depending on what you have in there and how you've been working on your site. But here we have the code for the index.php. And what we want to do is scroll down past all of this stuff here that's being added for whatever reason, and just look for a head tag. And there it is. In fact, let me zoom this in just a little bit for you here. So we're going to scroll down, look for this head tag, and you'll see there's the closing head tag. So closing tag with a slash. So all you want to do now is just put in whatever it is you need to add to your head. You know, it might be confirming that you own a site with Google, or it might be Google tag stuff. In fact, let me just show you. We'll make just a few lines of space. I have over here on my screen a social profiles markup script that I have from my basicjoomla.com site, but I thought I'd just paste it in here as an example. There's Google social profiles markup, and it's after the head tag here, and it's before, down here at the bottom, the slash head. And so if I save this, that becomes part of every page that is using Protostar. In fact, let's just take a look at that right now. There's the page. You're going to go view page source, and we will scroll down. Here is the head. It's going to be right down at the end, and here's the script that we just added. So that's how to do it in Protostar, and this method will work for many other templates. The one thing that you want to pay attention to is this one caveat is that, and let me bring this up here. One caveat is this, is that if you update your template, some templates, if they've changed and they're replacing this index.php file, it will wipe out your changes. So at least store them somewhere. And you know, there is one extension that I found that would allow you to add it in a way that wouldn't get changed if you updated your template and the things were overwritten, but I couldn't find a way to install it. I need to contact the programmer about that. So keep track of that, and in your different templates, you can look for index.php. That will get you going. So we'll keep talking about some other methods maybe, or hang out afterwards for chat. But if that's what you came for, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for your support of this channel. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Ring the bells for notification. Ring the bell for notifications so you hear about new things happening on the site. And why not give this video a like if it helped you. So if you're taking off now, thanks. Enjoy your Joomla sites, and God bless. And for those of you that are staying, thank you for staying and hanging out. How many of you out there are working today and are thankful that it's a long weekend because it's actually giving you a chance to catch up on some of your work? Labor Day, and a long weekend is nice because a lot of my clients, I hope, are taking the day off, so therefore they're not expecting work to get done today, which means I can catch up on a bunch of things, and then when they start up tomorrow, they'll be happy that I've got some of their work done. So let me just check out here on the screen. Oh, we got someone in the chat. Let me bring that up. Mary is working. Vinny's working. Edza is working. Oh, it's no holiday over there, Edza. Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Good for you then that you're working. It's a holiday here in Canada, in Canuckland. And to celebrate, my wife and I are going to go get a small dip cone at Dairy Queen for $1. There's a special today. We have the Dairy Queen app. And it reminded us this morning that was the deal. So we're going to get out. We're also yesterday at a fall fair. Although it's technically not fall. At a fall fair that we... in a city near us. Oh, let's fix this centering thing here. Okay, and as you can see, man, I'm telling you, I was really zipping around to get going here. All right, yeah, interestingly, the person that asked yesterday how to add this to the head, I asked them what template they use, and they use UTheme, and I couldn't find really any template or any way that would to do that, any tutorial anyways. And that's not one I've installed to have my hands on to actually add. But I really like those systems where you can just add things to the head right in the template itself instead of having to do this manual method. But the manual method is there, and there you go. So for instance, if we go to the basic Joomla.com site here, /administrator, somebody is chiming me on my phone. So who knows? I always have to look at my phone because it's got iris recognition. So I'm just going to turn this off right now so it doesn't keep dinging. Yeah, so I'm crushing on Asteroid. If we go to templates and we go into Asteroid, let's just do this JD Paris default here, and then go into the template options. Oh, not showing you my site. Not showing you the page. Yeah, there you go. Thanks, Vinny. Yeah, I read it right after I said it. Yeah, so here is Asteroid. So how did I get here? As you all know, as many of you know, I go extensions, templates, and then we're just going to click on JD Paris. Now, the one thing with Asteroid is that if you're using multiple and other templates of this type, the other templates that allow you to put stuff in the head tag individually with the template, you have to make sure you have the same information in all of your templates if you want that on all your pages. However, it is very nice to be able to have different things in the head section for different templates or different pages or areas where you've applied them to, because you might want different things tracked. So template options, we'll go into there and we just go to custom code. And there you go. There is the Google tracking code that I just used as an example. So you can put tracking code here. It'll be added to the header section of your template. And then you have this other JavaScript code that you can enter before the /head. And then you can put things into the body of every page if you want, if you need to add JavaScript there. And then you can also add custom CSS. So this is so much easier. And if I go to cybersalts.org, this is a rocket theme template. that I have on here. And we will take a look at that. Let's go components and Gantry 5 themes. And which one do I have on here? Oh, that's now again, you have these different outlines, which are different versions. But in the base outline, I think it's a particle. And we can scroll down to, let's collapse all. No. Page settings. Let's check and see. Oh, there you go. Page settings. Head properties. And you can add some meta tags that you may want in there. You can put some custom content. That's how you add to the head there. And then that will go to every page based on the base outline. However, you can also go to home. And then if you want, you can add, now this right now is all grayed out and I don't have any meta tags in using this method. But if you want to put something unique just on the template that you apply, the pages that you apply your home theme to, you would just simply click this button here and then you would go in and add your custom stuff. And that will override what you have in global. I can't think of really too many examples of when you would want to have something different on the when you want to have something different in the head properties on one page but not on another. Can anyone think of an example of that? Well, I notice here a little peeking around the side of the curtain there. There we go. Yeah, so when would you ever want to have something in the head section of one page on your Joomla site, but not on the other? If you can think of an example of that, type it in chat, and we will see. But anyway, so here's another great example of how instead of having to go in and enter code, you can just add it. Enter code like I showed earlier with Protostar. You can just add it into your templates. And that's going to endure too. If you update your site, you won't lose your changes if you update your template. So that's really that's the only two that I have access to. And I think Helix might have something like this. I don't have a Helix site set up though. Anyways, so it's the long weekend and some of you don't have it off and some of you do have it off and are working. What are you working? What's new? How was your weekend? What is going on? I spent a lot of time editing a video over the weekend for that new YouTube channel that I'm doing. It's just turning out so great. I'm super happy about it. Oh, and also Mary is here. Let me just show you something here, Mary. I was thinking of you yesterday, and I just need to go and find a picture that I took when I was thinking of you. Da-da-da-da-da-da, and that is in my camera uploads. All right, let's see here. Where are they? Oh, there we go. So Susan and I were at the fair yesterday. Mary, check this out. We were at the goat section. And look at these guys here. These are the only goats there. And actually the only goats I've ever seen that have, I don't know, some kind of warm-up coat. And they're just little ones too. So maybe it's because they're young. But I saw these paisley kind of goat covers, and of course these goats are going to get bullied when they go back to school wearing those. I mean, that is just a given. But I thought, oh, I have to take a picture of those for Mary. And we also found out yesterday, and by the way, if you want to talk about Joomla stuff, everybody put it in chat. Also found out yesterday that there are 3 kinds of ears on goats. And so let me just bring up chat here. Okay, Mary says, Lightspeed Cache, anybody use it? The host says their part is installed. Okay, so these are beautiful Nigerian dwarfs, and it keeps them clean before the show. Okay, yeah, well, we'll look at Lightspeed Cache. Yeah, so everybody, there's three kinds of ears on goats. There's oh boy, is there gopher ears? Is that one kind? We were reading this on a sign. There's gopher ears, and then there's the big ears. And then we saw some other goats that had no ears, and I figured, oh, they've probably clipped those ears. But apparently there's no cartilage in them, and so they're all scrunched up and down their ear canals or whatever like that. So anyways, there you go. There's a goat picture. I'm going to share this on Facebook later. I'll tag you, Mary. But all right, Lightspeed Cache. Does anybody use it? The host says their part is installed. I do not use it. So there's your problem, Mary. It's a WordPress plugin. No, I'm just kidding you. Let's see, Lightspeed Cache WHM. That's what I want to see. One click. Let's take a little look here. WHM plugin features. So here's Lightspeed. It looks like it's a plugin to add on the server. So I don't think I have it on my server. Install version. Auto installer notes. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know really anything about Lightspeed, so Lightspeed for Joomla. What's going on? There's a link from Mary. Lightspeed Cache for Joomla. LS Cache for Joomla is a free open source Joomla extension that works by serving static snapshots of dynamic content and bypassing expensive PHP transactions. Page load times are dramatically reduced. Why should you use it? Joomla benchmark, Apache, and system cache, open Lightspeed. Okay. What server software is required? Let's see. Lightspeed server is required in order to use this plugin. Lightspeed Web Server Enterprise Cache Module, Open Lightspeed Web ADC. Any single server cluster, including a Lightspeed server, will work. Okay, this looks like a great opportunity for me to break my server. Trying this out. Not to break it, but to try to set it up and that. Yes. Okay, Mary says it's supposed to be great. We'll ask them soon, but I'd like to figure out stuff on your own first. Yes, I think it'd be something interesting to have available if it runs along with WHM. WHM is what I use on my server. Let's take a look at some screenshots here. Enable Lightspeed. Yeah. Exclude components from the caching. Home page, just a purge message. Different features that we have here. Exclude URLs. Recache all possible related web pages. ACL. Okay, you see, it's supposed to excel versus other systems like JotCache. Yes, and I was just wondering if it works with JotCache, but obviously it's something different. So, all right. Let's see. Let me just run Lightspeed and Apache same time. You cannot have Apache and Lightspeed working at the same time. Either you have to use Apache or Lightspeed. Okay. So you cannot have to. There's no direct feature that allows you to enable. Yeah, and that's probably why I'm not going to play around with it today. Apache and Lightspeed. Now, Apache, I would think that, I thought maybe Lightspeed is not its own running system though, is it? That's something I would definitely have to look into before I tackle that. Plus, I'm actually thinking about going towards a managed server solution because I'm up to my neck in things to learn about servers. I was talking with Vinny about this the other day. I really like having my own server because you can run it however you want and you can do things to it. But for as far as offering hosting for my clients, I just think I can offer them the best service by having someone more experienced doing things on the server. So, and I also think too, I have a couple of clients that I think they should probably be running on their own server, and that would be great instead of running on mine, because then they could just take over that instance if something happens to me, or actually could already be in their name, in their company's name, set up for that. And I'm not talking just about hosting accounts. I'm talking about like really heavy demand clients, heavy demand websites serving up lots of resources. Especially the ones that run Moodle. Moodle is a real pig on a server. But I think that would probably be a good to get them onto managed hosting. I can still go in and do things for them, and I can still manage talking to the company that does things. But I have a situation in one of my servers where an area is super filled whenever I send out one of my mailings, just a temp folder, and I can expand that, but I'm not confident to do it. Confident or competent or both to do it on my server, because you have to get rid of some area and then shrink it and make more room, and it involves files around there, and yeah, so that's definitely worth getting someone else to do it. So that's one of my goals this fall, is to get that sort of lined up and happening. But Mary, do keep us posted on the Lightspeed thing and how it's going. Let's see here, Lightspeed. Here is someone that says, this morning I found that Lightspeed and Apache working at the same time in my server. I'm looking for what causes. Can you help me with that? And these people are following up on, so apparently it is running. Run Lightspeed and let's see here. Okay. Run Lightspeed. Let's try install. I want to bore you guys with server stuff, but install Lightspeed WHM. I'll do a little reading here till we end up with something different to do. We recommend to install a WHM plugin and LSWS through one-line auto installer. Configure it. Step 4. Do not uncheck. Oh, do not uncheck the Apache Web Server HTTP service under WHM Service Manager. If you do this, WHM will not restart Lightspeed automatically when configuration changes have been made. You can now replace Apache with Lightspeed Web Server. Click Change Port Offset and set the value to 0. If you had none, all right. Well, okay. Well, it looks like they've got it pretty straightforward. I'm gonna save this, and maybe we'll give that a try, because I'm all for finding stuff that makes things faster. And it looks like you install this and then you turn it on and turn the other one off, so it's not replacing it. So as long as there's switches, that's fine. I think part 2 of also not part 2, but part of my enjoying servers is I do like playing around. So this is why I probably should have one just for my own stuff, and then something super professional for my clients. I don't think any of them watch these, so Either that right now, or they're all running to the phone looking for someone else to do their business, which might be smart for them to do. I don't know. All right. Well, that looks like it would be interesting to try, because then we could use that plugin and see if it's faster than Jot Cache. That would be whoo-hoo. Trial license or serial number. So let's see. Lightspeed. I wonder what the cost is. Is Lightspeed free products? Let's see here. Reason to choose Lightspeed: event-driven architecture, intelligent cache acceleration, web admin console, quick HTTP to web application firewall mod rewrite. When you let's see, when you replace Apache with Lightspeed, you double your maximum capacity, eliminate the need for third-party caching layer, all in 15 minutes with zero downtime. Let's see here. Order now. Let's see. Okay, so this is free for. Choose a plan that suits your need. Web host professional, 46 a month. Wow. No, I got to figure out what I am into here. Unlimited domains and the wait. Okay, so we've got. Is this hosting with them, or is this? Owned. Oh, I can own it one time for 464. Unlimited domains. The host has it installed and recommended it to your client. Okay. Yeah, so interesting. So I could try their free. Let's see. What are the details? I was just on their page there. Free. One domain, one worker. What is a worker process? The number of workers in the license description indicates how many Lightspeed processes will be spawned. The number of processes that do general server work. Examples of the work done include routing requests, SSL decryption, caching, rewriting, serving static content. A server can have an amount of RAM up to the RAM limit that the license type. LSWS will share this RAM with all other processes like normal, using a license on a server with RAM that exceeds a specific. Okay, so you're buying it for the amount of RAM that you have on your server. Okay. Okay, so I'm looking at. All right, so here's $16 a month for 5 domains. Each domain allows unlimited subdomains. Let's click on the definition. The domain limit only refers to top-level domains. Subdomains are unlimited. Alias part domains, which do not use their own virtual hosts, also do not count toward them. Any domains that exceed the specified limit will result in 403 error, or in cPanel and Plesk environments will revert to Apache. Okay, so this is interesting. Yeah, so they will only, you can only run it for so many domains, and then it goes back to Apache. I think I would probably have to do a bit of reading on this here. And then here we have, so I'm probably looking at, so web host. Let's go to pricing. Least. So I'm guessing I'm the kind of guy that likes to go with the 2 workers, but I need, so at least would need unlimited memory. I need the $36 a month package. Unlimited domains, 1 worker. and unlimited. Of course, then they have the most popular, which I'm learning. You know what? Here's a pro tip when you're putting your prices up. Put most popular around the one that you want people to buy. It probably is most popular, but I would think that the 2-worker one probably would be pretty fast. Interesting. Good to know, though, because setting up for a client on their own server, you could actually go with the 36 a month. Or you could go with the Site Owner Plus, 5 domains, unlimited memory, 1 worker. That would work really well for someone. Interesting. Okay. I sometimes, and not in a bad way or for any bad reason, but sometimes I get ready to go live or do a live stream. I think, oh, this is going to be lame, or oh, what if no one shows up or whatever. And then lately, I've just been reminding myself that I just keep getting wonderful surprises out of these things I never even expected. Like, I could never have imagined that we end up talking about Lightspeed servers, and I would be looking at this stuff and we would be discussing that. So, thanks everybody. Gets me outside of my head in my little world. All right. There's probably some great tutorials hey, let's check this out. Installing Lightspeed on YouTube. How to install Lightspeed WHM cPanel. From 2 years ago, 6 years ago. Nothing too current. And that's just installing the panel. That's pretty straightforward. Okay, well, interesting. That would be fun to try on something. And I guess they did have a free trial there, don't they? Pricing. Buy now. A trial license is a web host professional equivalent license with Light Manage Unlimited. Web host professional equivalent. Okay, so I could try this one. Oh, that would be worth it. 15-day trial. I could put it on this. It would work for everything. And if it's super faster, it could be a win. Oh my goodness, I have so much work that I need to do today, and now I'm being tempted to play around. Oh my goodness. I need to do a self-intervention, otherwise what'll happen is I'll spend hours today playing around with this, checking it, burn out all of my tech brain cells for doing stuff, and that's if it works out well. Then, if it doesn't work out well, if something breaks, then I'm totally going to be burned out. And at the end of the day, I think, oh my goodness, I did not finish editing the Joomcast is overdue, or the second episode of the podcast, oh man, I haven't even done the podcast for my client yet. So you might want to see if you get it working with Joomla first. Yes, I have no doubt that it's going to work. Yeah, okay, thanks, Mary. Just don't, Tim. I hear you all out there. Although I suspect there's just a dark side to each of you that would love to watch me try to do it. But I am not going to do it. I will not do it today. Let me tell you guys, I am loving being in business for myself. It is so much fun. I think part of the reason why I'm loving it is because this is September. So being full-time at this is my second anniversary will be the end of October, so November 1st. So I'm coming up on 2 years. And in 2 years, we've talked about this before, some of the last years. In 2 years, brain cells are shaking hands that weren't connecting, and things are happening. Exciting things are developing. You enter into those times of transition in life, and you think, oh, this is going to be new. This is all right. Eventually, this is going to become established, and stuff will come out of this. And you think, oh, I can hardly wait to get to that point. But you don't want to rush it too fast because you only have so many years to live. But anyway, so I'm super enjoying where I'm at right now. So, oh yes, please, Edza, you have a multi-language question. Definitely change the subject. Everyone, feel free to toss whatever subjects into chat here. I might actually do on Watch Me Work live stream on Wednesday a multi-language kind of little trick that I just did for a client site. You're using Joomla and JToStore. Problem is that you have to enter the product stock for each language when using the default more than one languages. Using Joomla and JToStore, problem is that you have to enter the product stock for each language when using the default more than one languages. Product stock for each language. Let's see. Where do I have JToStore installed? Let me just change. Every language has its own articles, right? That's right, because JToStore uses articles for the products. That would definitely. I wonder if there's a workaround for that. Let's see. JToStore. JToStore. What are we looking at? Product stock. Let's check this little video out here. You have to enter the number of products for each language, which doubles the total number of products. Yeah, I got you there. So what's happening is you have a product set up on an English page, and you make it a product, and you go into variants, anyways, you go into a quantity, you put in 5, then you make a page that's Dutch, and then you have to set the variant there as well. Okay, how to write language over. Let's see here. That's the multilingual store setup. All right, let's. Okay, here's the video. Let's see. I'm gonna just let's watch this. Okay, check English and French languages are installed, and you got French and English content language overrides, components. He's gone to extensions, plugins, search tools. Looking at system, make sure language. Now, I noticed he's got something here, Falong database driver. And let me just follow up here, Edza. So use Joomla, JToStore, and Falong to have multiple languages and can enter the product stock only once. The fact is that working with Falong is not easy for the web shop owners. Okay. Now, I'm not sure what Falong is. It's kind of new to me. Okay, so Vinny has a suggestion there. You could use regular labs conditional content and have different languages only show up based on the user's language. And then you would still be using the same content. That's okay. So that's an interesting workaround to consider. So basically, you have one article. The problem, okay. So one challenge about that would be that the title would not be, would still be in the one language, because in multiple languages you have different name titles as well. In Falong, each article gets a drop down with language flags. Okay. Let's check that out. Falling. I want to just sort of see here. Translate your site in multiple languages in the easiest way. The following component allows you to manage all your content translations, even the content of all your components modules. Since the 2.0 version, you status of component translation directly in Joomla. Okay. I was just as an aside, now that this language has come up, this thing that I did for my client's site, I made a couple Spanish pages for one particular group that is going to view one course. And I thought, do I show this or not? Because if someone's going to come on and say there's an easier way. This might be the easier way or not. Yes, Nike Air Jordans would be Nike Air Jordans, but a trunk organizer for a car would not be trunk organizer in everything. Yeah, it does work for a lot of products, so that could be something. Oh, it's a fork of Joom fish. Okay, I remember that. Interesting. So they have a way. To do it, but it's with falling in love with you. Failing. Who knows how to pronounce it? Vinny knows. Yeah, let's just keep going through this silent show here. V-neck shirt, JToStore. Okay, so they're making an article, saving, continuing. And Edza, you may already know this stuff, so I'm just going to familiarize myself here. You put in the pricing, yes, regular price. Great, and click on inventory for us. That's what we're wondering about. And save and new. Round neck t-shirt. Treat as a product. Save as continue. JToStore cart. Visible, yes. Pricing. Come on, do something with inventory. 35. Okay. All right, let me just pause here. What do we got here? We got we got round neck t-shirt, V-neck, these two articles, and FA. So Lang, LANG would be language. All right, it's coming to me. Content articles. Add a new article. What's he doing here? Adding another article. Okay, casual shirt. Treat as a product, simple, save and continue. And I did not pause it. It's running. There we go. Visible, yes. Pricing. Okay, so we got 3. Okay, 30. Great. Now we're going to have 3 items. Oh boy. I think we're going to put another item in. Oh, this is a menu. Okay, menu title. Shopping cart. Oh, shirts. All right. Select. JToStore product list view. And it's going to choose a category, which is uncategorized. All right. Save and close. And so now he's got that. He's going to go to Falang, translation, open a new tab. And here, okay, let me just check this out. This is, I'm going to put this bar across here, but here are the, okay, these are the items. Shirts. No, these are menu links. Okay. It clicks on shirts, the field name, shirts, translation, shirts, yeah. French. Yeah. And up here in the top right it says French. And so what else is going to happen here? Save. Okay. Now, so language French, translation home French, shirts French. Casual shirt. Okay, so you're translating each field here. Is this the part that you said was a little bit not easy for the web shop owners because they would have to go in and add and they would have to do their translation? Okay. Translation, you have description there. Okay, yeah, I can see how this is an extra deal for people if they're doing it a lot. I know that JToStore is completely reprogramming JToStore or rewriting JToStore for Joomla 4. So I wonder if they have a workaround for that, if they're going to do something different. They rewrite all of their stuff for each different Joomla version. They don't just try to adapt their old stuff to the new thing. They rewrite the whole thing. Ramesh told us that on Joomcast when we were interviewing him. So yeah, you're going to go through and translate every single thing and put in bracket FR. Okay, so yep, I could see how that would be tedious for and there you can switch the language. You go to shirts, switch it to French, and that's just showing French. They haven't changed that. Yeah. Why is it so simple in OpenCart and not so simple in Joomla? Probably, I don't know. I would think maybe one thing would be just it was programmed without thinking about language. That could be it. All right, so it's good that they got these instructions here. Voice would be handy. Actually going to I've talked to Ramesh about doing some narration for JToStore. I'm actually going to be working on a project for him. It's not JToStore, but round neck t-shirt. Mary says, if you like OpenCart, Miho Shop for Joomla basically is OpenCart. Okay. So that might be something to check out. Yeah, Ed, so I can see how that is something that you wouldn't really want to be doing a lot of working around. I like how he's pausing recording, but we can see that. Although maybe he's pausing and then starting again the next time. And this is doing the language in that. All right, well, I don't think that... All right, so that's the way that they showed to do it. But yeah, and you definitely having different page, if you do it without FA language, maybe that's how you pronounce it, definitely you're not going to get the stock tracking the way that you want, because you can't if you only have 10 of something or 10 of something, you can't have 4 different languages offering 10 of everything. Interesting. I'm going to ask Ramesh about that and see, because that would be interesting to know. Let's see. There's a blank piece of paper. I won't wreck that one. I'm going to ask Ramesh. About language and stock tracking. Yeah, that's definitely something that's not happening there for you. Yeah, and that's nice. The FA Lang uses the same article for more languages. John says, as JToStore uses the content article, why don't you use the built-in language, like documents have each shop item as a different language document? Let's see. As JToStore uses the content article, why not use the built-in language, like documents have each shop item as a different language document? So, John, if I understand, you're saying why not yeah, it's content article. Content. Why don't use the built-in language, like documents have each shop item as a different language document? John, are you talking about having each shop? Well, the first tab in article change. That's here. You talk me through this here, and let's see. Let's fix this here. Let's go close this. Well, in fact, let's just take that. Let's just undo what I did here. So I do not need. All right. I put this in there. Take that line out. There we go. Save and close. Close. Content articles. So let's see. Hey, look, we have a goats article here. Let's use that. So the first tab in article, you choose language. Yes. Language. So I only have one installed there. John, are you talking about assigning a different language to, so having a version of each article and just assign the different languages to each version? Okay. The problem, I think, yes, and I think that the problem that EDSA has is that if you have an article that exists for each language version, you have to put in the stock quantity. And so if you have 5 white t-shirts, but you have 3 languages and you create different versions, and create different versions, there's not a central inventory tracking number for the white t-shirt. So you show 5 available in English, 5 available in French, 5 available in German, and then if someone buys an English one, you have 4 English, but the other pages don't update with that. So that's what Ed's is struggling with. And the FA Lang works, but it's not user friendly for his clients for setting up regularly. So I would think that in this case, I like Vinny's suggestion as a good workaround, using conditional content so that if the person is using French, it only shows the French content. But having said that, that's not as elegant and wonderful solution that is. That's not necessarily an elegant solution if you're handing this over to a client and you have to show them how to use conditional content. That said, probably through the use of fields. Oh, Vinny says use Hikashop. Although through the use of fields, you could actually set up a template for a product page, and people, instead of putting it in the editor, they would put it in a field which was French text, English text, Spanish text, and then you would set up through conditional content to show a field based on the language that the person was using. And so that would be invisible to your clients because they would just be working on one page and then just using the fields. And then, of course, they would still use the inventory and all that, and that would work. Do you guys think that would work? Does that sound like a solution? Look at me thinking about custom fields. Custom fields is a great way, I'm learning and recognizing, and we've talked about in the past too, to get users of the site out of a lot of the stuff that they need to do by just pasting in text, and then you get to put the and then the template of the page, the layout of the page does that. Use easy layouts to set up that article layout. Okay, well, just to complicate a little bit more. Yes. Yeah, so you have an easy layout set up for product page, and when people made a new product page, it would have that all set up. You could use conditional content too. No, not conditional content. Content templater from Regular Labs. But yeah, certainly easy layouts would bump it around. Well, easy layouts would, yeah, Eds, I don't think easy layouts would be a solution in and of itself, but it would be a way to organize if people are putting in their information in fields. And again, of course, we're looking at workarounds on the designer side or the builder side for something that JToStore doesn't quite do. Just as a sneak preview, so I think I will show this on Wednesday. I have a client that's everything's in English. But there's one area that can be in Spanish. But if I turn on language management, we get /en on the end of all of the URLs, and I don't want that. So on Wednesday, I'll show you how I set up a Spanish page without turning on the language management. Yeah, Eds, I think Regular Labs conditional content could do it. That's Vinny's suggestion, and also I think setting up fields. Custom fields for German product description, French product description, Dutch product description, English product description. That would allow your people to just paste things in there, your client to paste things in there, and it would automatically work on the site. That could work really well. Hey, just what's today? Monday, Saturday, Friday, we interviewed Mark DeChevre, and he's going to do some custom fields stuff, hopefully on a Watch Me Work live stream. And hey, look at Vinny. August is like super gone. So I'm going to really have to get together with Vinny because he's got some stuff to show me to see if I would like to show it on the site. And of course, I'm all for content, so I'm going to have to get going on that too. Okay. You disagree at Total Web Shops, Edzabur. Oh, okay. Oh, that's the profile there. You use easy layouts to build in the conditional content code, so the end user just has to enter in custom fields. Yes. Yeah. You could technically use the custom fields just without doing a template override, but certainly you're going to get a nicer looking page with that. And I say that as someone that hardly ever uses custom fields. Like hardly ever. Never. All right. And Edza says he uses easy layout for descriptions of cars and caravans and lots of work to set up, but still doable. Yeah, certainly. And again, I think this comes down to one of those things. E-commerce sites are a bear. If they were easy, everybody would have one and it would be running swimmingly. But you've got payment systems, you've got security, you've got products and variables. You just have a whole matrix of stuff that's like a sphere. And it sometimes turns into a Death Star, and it just shoots lasers out and blows up all of your time. And the trick is to, when it starts blowing up your time, if you're doing it for clients, getting them to appreciate the value. So it's a tricky one. And it becomes tricky too because you get different people in business at different levels and handling things different ways. And the next thing you know, they don't really understand business, so they don't understand how much effort and work it takes. So yeah, in order to make it easy for the end user. No, that's right, Vinny. That's what I'm saying. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm not saying... yeah. No, I'm yeah. And that's what we're doing when we're designing sites. We should be able to do something so that the end user can use it. Hey, if someone comes along and says, I want to learn how to use Joomla, I want to know how to do everything, well, then great. Then subscribe to my channel and also come to my house a couple times a week and I'll give you lessons. But I want to be able to I want to sell my knitted mittens in these 4 big languages, and I don't want to spend all my time working on the web page, then yeah, we put something very elegant together for them. You'll need my Joomla backup every 10 minutes. Vinny says, use easy layouts to include all the custom fields in the article. Otherwise, they'll need to use the field hashtag code. Not easy for clients to remember. True. But that's why I'm saying with Content Templater, you could just say to them, go down, when you do a new product page, go down here and select product page template, and now fill out the rest. So you could have technically you could have all that code stuff in there for them. So, it's a cat that can be skinned a couple different ways. So. But, yeah, powerful, though, what we're talking about, that you can do that with Joomla, with custom fields, and that, this is not your grandfather's CMS, where you're just putting on a blog, or you're putting up some things, or embedding some PayPal links, or something like that for someone to make a payment. There's some serious stuff going on here. All right. Anything else? Anything else? Chat on right. Is the chat going to show up? No. Will it show up now? Yes. Okay. An enthusiastic yes from Edza in there. Yeah, that's to keep us posted on that solution, or what you do. Yes, a few videos ago talked about how to add a hidden login. Yeah, and that was actually an application of what was it? How to create. Was I talking about hidden login? Or yeah, I think so. Yeah. And then Vinny also brought up something that's great. Oh, for register, it was also a great way to register. Can't find it? Let me find it for you. That is going to be Why don't we just switch back here to, and I'll post the link here on the channel. Let's see, it was it's a recent upload. Whoops. Organize hidden menu. Oh, that's right. That was the beginning of the that was the beginning. I ended up doing 3 weeks on hidden menus and organizing them. Hidden menu, no secret, can be friended. I think it's this one here. Whoops. There we go. There we go. This is the one here. That's the video there. And that was on having a secret front-end login page. Comments are not supported on private videos. How is that a private video, I ask? That's interesting. Hey, this is not published. Well, that's interesting to see. Let's just see here. Let me just yeah, hold on. Yeah, I just saw that. Let me just fix it here. Let me fix that. I'm going to go chat on right. There we go. And I'm going to go to videos. You know what? I bet you that was the day that oh, that was a fail. Yes, I changed that. How to... Yeah, it is a fail because and it is called failed. And the reason I kept that up was because I wanted to keep the watch time there. Fail hidden menu. So, fail. All right. I think this is the one here. That should... Oh, the only reason that showed up on my site is because I'm logged in. Yeah, that's what happened there. So here, yeah, that's what happened. I'm logged in, so it showed everything that was on there. But that would not be available to you. Try that one. In fact, let's just take a look right now. In this video, I'm going to show you how to hide published menu items in Joomla. Paste. Hey there, Joomla fans. Tim Davis here. It opened up in my chat window. All right. Sometimes you need menu items published but not visible in a menu on your Joomla site. Fortunately, there's an easy way simple to do such menus. Yes, that's the one there. Yep. And that one, yeah, so that other one is just... That other one only showed up because I'm logged into my YouTube channel, and I have it there because that was a long discussion that we all had together, and I want to save the watch time for my overall watch time that I need. Yeah, that's the one to check out there. We could probably, yeah, so in fact, if you look at my stats up here, you'll see that I'm at 70% of what I need to join the YouTube partnership program. So that's what this... this top chart here, I was almost going to point with my finger, but it's going to be over in this area. I can 2.8 thousand minutes watch time, no, hours watch time, I think it is, and I need 4,400, 4.4K. So I'm 70% of the way there. So that disastrous live stream where I just I unpublished it, but I want the time, the watch time, to still count for this total. So, and you saved it, great. Okay, yeah, that one's going to. Hey, look, Get Into Your Head is now live. All right. Good. Yeah, that was wondered how I missed that there. Well, anything else, anybody? Everybody. Wow, it did not even come up that time. There we go. Anything else that we can cover or talk about? If not, happy Labor Day for those of you who celebrate. And yeah, so I'll Wednesday I'll show you how I did some language. I created a Spanish page on including a unique Spanish login on the site. Are my newsletters working? I have not sent one out yet. They are working for subscribing, but I've not sent one out yet. I will send one out because I want to tell who the new winner is for last month's giveaway as soon as I pick one, and I need to catch up on that. I actually just got the discount, the prize codes from JToStore just a couple of days ago, so I still have to alert July's winner. Of the July giveaway, but now I can pick the August one. Yeah, that's why you haven't gotten anything. TBYBJB, qu'est-ce que c'est? Not qu'est-ce que c'est. Who are you again? Can you remind me? I don't think you're Phil Taylor because I think he had longer gobbledygook in his name. But Tom, that's right, Tom. I should know that. TBYBJB. Why TBYBJB, Tom? Is that an acronym for something? Oh, by the way, Tom gave me some great advice that I did not acknowledge yet because it's fallen down on my email list. When I was talking about picking prizes, picking package names for selling products in my, I think that was in my Success for 2019 follow-up, the August edition. And Tom sent me a really great email that was very detailed. And he suggested not naming packages after things that have values. So not like bronze, copper, gold, or copper, bronze, gold, or whatever, or basic, super deluxe, you're the best person in the world. But to just... you changed the name, but Google won't let me change the name. Oh, interesting. Anyway, so his suggestion, he said to name it something that just has... that isn't as far as value, but something that differentiates it. So I actually decided I'm just going to go with level 1, level 2, level 3 for the names of the packages. It's actually what Adam Melker uses on his site, and I can say that that's okay because he was showing me some of his ideas, and he said, feel free to steal this stuff because it's not originally his. So yeah, I wanted to come up with something unique. So I'm actually gone with level 1, level 2, level 3, and that is really cool. So I'll have that up pretty soon too. But that really helped. But anyways, Tom, your email was great. I really enjoyed reading it. It was a great suggestion, and it really helped unlock some things in my head. About your YouTube name, I think if you change your YouTube name, you change your Google Plus. Is that possible? Obviously, you've tried it. Yeah, that's better than value names. Yes, better than value names. And level 1, level 2, level 3, that's great. And I like that because instead of people having angst looking, saying, oh, which is, should I get this one? But this one is better, but I only have this much, it's less. You say, hey, what do I need? Do you need level 1? You need level 2 or level 3? I just need level 3. Same thing with, I guess when we pick out stuff at Starbucks or Tim Hortons or whatever coffee shop you go to, and you ask for small, regular, large. I know Starbucks has secret code. But you just think, oh no, I just want this much. It's not like I'll have a small tea. I'll have a disgustingly plain tea. Or I'll have a medium tea. Or instead say, I'm going to have a lot better tasting and more rewarding tea. No, you just say a small, regular, large. Figure out what it is that you need. Yeah, there's no Google Plus, but there is a way to change your it's your Google account. So for instance, I know this is not showing on the screen. Let me just try to remember how to get back to this. I just want to see how to I just want to see how I end up all right, let me just show you here. I just make sure I wasn't giving something away. All right. Let's see if this helps. I'm going to go back to right screen. All right, so here I am on YouTube, my YouTube account, and go up to your little icon at the top there. And then you'll see a chance to go to Creator Studio. So this is from YouTube. Don't click on Creator Studio, but click on the gear here which says YouTube Settings. Now you'll see here, choose how you appear and what you see on YouTube. So here's your YouTube channel. This is my icon. Basic Joomla tutorials. And then you see Edit on Google. And then when you click on Edit on Google, it takes you to the aboutme.google.com. And this pops up, and then you have the option to change your image, and you can also change your name. Now, I don't know, maybe Tom, you already did this, but changing your name here, it says, we'll change it in all Google products. Now, I actually was just helping someone the other day, and he's changed his name, but his old name shows in an old version of the YouTube layout. So there's a YouTube desktop layout, a certain URL that's user/something, and his old name shows up, but his new name also works. But that's what I would, if you haven't done that, try that. Go to aboutme.google.com. Then there's a whole bunch of code and name and stuff like that. But that might be how you can change your YouTube profile. Because what happens here is if I don't want to switch out of this right now to throw off me typing in chat. But if I go to one of my other accounts here that I manage, then I end up going to a different about.me, and I can change names. You can click on your icon at the top and go to manage account. Oh, this you're talking about this icon up here. Oh, you're talking about the icon up here in Chrome. Manage your account. I don't know if that's... Oh, okay. This setting can't be changed for your account. You might be able to try... depending on how much you have set up, you might maybe even just create a new channel. Like let's see. So go click on there, go down to add account. No, there's other accounts that I have there. So for clients. So no. All right. This setting can't be changed for that account. What about now? I wonder if you change it to a brand account, if that's a thing. Vinny says no. Well, you're talking about the Google bar. Where's the Google bar? Oh, up here? No. You mean like when you're searching in Google? Next to the bell. Yeah, I just showed that. No, not next to the bell. Hold on for a sec. YouTube. Next to the bell. Oh, if we click there. Hold on for a sec. Something's if I mouse over that, I don't get anything if I mouse. Oh, that's for upload. If I click there, no. Then I still have that same gear, which was YouTube settings, which is where I did go. Is that what you're talking about? Anyways, that's how you can get to your YouTube settings. Click on your image on the right hand side of the website. This image right here. All right. I click on that. And that opens up. And next, yeah, click on the cog. That's what I did. That's what I did before. I just showed that. Yeah, you click on that. Okay, and now, oh, you're talking about somewhere else, right? View or change your account settings, probably. Is that what you're talking about? I am watching for the words. Do. Musical interlude. While I wait for the... I clicked on the cog. Do. Oh, you have a managed account under that drop down. Okay. Yeah. I got view or change your account settings, but yeah, I've got something different happening there, so that explains it. That happens. We all know that happens often when we're. That's why I use Splashtop for people. For instance, which is a tool that, like, it's on my aunt's computer. So the other day she said I can't send any email because I can't click the send button. There's no send button. I thought, oh boy, what's going on? So I actually went on her computer and watched, and her windows were not maximized, and so the send button was down the bottom, and she just didn't know how to move it. So sometimes, you know, we end up describing what we see and then interpret it, and it's something different. Yes, and you're on my... Oh yes, okay, that could be it too. Let's go to another channel here then. Let's go to YouTube. Remember I did that Pioneer Poly site, and this really has nothing to do with me. He just went over 100,000 subscribers, that gold panning guy. So I did do a site, but I mean, that's had very little to do with him going over 100,000. But now, no, I don't have manage account here either. Anyways, for those of you that do have that option, that might be something to go and look at. Manage account under the drop down in that. This guy here today too, yesterday and today, is actually doing some videos with someone from the States who finds treasure in rivers. D Almighty is his account name, and they're up here. So once that collaboration video comes out, Pioneer Poly's page is going to go through the roof when D Almighty's 8 million subscribers get an invitation to go check out his videos. That is just going to be crazy. I'm really hoping to meet that guy while he's here. All right. Well, hey there, Joomla fans. All right. That's it. I think that's it. Oh, you went to myaccount.google.com. Oh, okay. Yeah, if you go to, maybe that's what you see. Here, let's figure this out here. Did you get into the other place to change it? About me, Tom? Because if we go to go to channel. Here's Tom's channel. Oh, great. Good. All right. Well, that did help then. Yes. And then, yeah, excellent. So here we are. The place that I mentioned. Excellent. Okay, cool. Oh, I'm glad that worked out. I'm glad we sorted that out. All right. Pending new name. Excellent. Yes, you can change your name to BJBTBY. Switch it up a little bit. Well, everyone, it's about that. Oh, look at that, 12:30, and it says that I've not used. Oh, I've not eaten anything today. I just haven't put it in. I'm really enjoying my Fitbit that I've had for now just over a week. So my wife is enjoying it as well. Her Fitbit. But you know what? She takes shorter steps than me. So when we go for a walk, she actually gets more steps in and she gets faster. She gets better results than me. So yesterday when we were at the fair, she was in one building doing something and I was waiting for her. So I just walked around. I kept walking around so I could get my step counts up. Anyways, I think that's probably going to wrap it up for now. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for all talking about site caching and some of these other things we looked at. The language stuff in JToStore, and yeah, learned a bunch, and we helped each other out. So, where's my button here? Still do not have my phone working on the new Wi-Fi here, but everyone, thanks for your support of this channel. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Enjoy the rest of your your day today. Working. Get out and do something restful. Of course, it's the end of the night for some of you. So until the next time we are together, enjoy your Joomla sites, and God bless.